And I just define artificial intelligence really, really simple. Artificial intelligence is about taking hardware technology and software technology that works together to mimic human behavior. You just have to determine who you want to mimic. And then I'd ask the audience a simple question. I go, who in the room has got a teenage daughter? And you can see kind of the hands always were kind of hesitant, but they usually went up.
Yeah.
And I'd find someone, I'd get off stage, and I'd walk down there and I'd say, hi, your teenage daughter just called you. She's super excited. She's met this guy on Facebook who lives in Cancun, works at Senior Frogs, and just so happens that the senior class trip is going to Cancun. And she says, Mom, can I go? And her head's moving north-south, like she's ready to go. And your head is moving, and invariably the mom goes,
no.
that dog ain't gonna hunt. I said, well, hold on. I'm sure your daughter's got straight A's and she's a great girl. You need to trust her. And this guy Hector that she wants to meet, he's probably on his way to Stanford to get a medical degree. So, we got to really make sure we pay attention to this. So let's forward the notion of providing I don't know, let's just give them someone that a chaperone.
Yeah.
They'll look at you like, okay, chaperone number one is my good friend, who's also the chief scientist of our company, who's one of the world-renowned AI experts, Dr. Wolf Kahn. So Dr. Wolf Kahn can certainly use the math to forecast all the potential threats by looking at past criminal data and give you a great idea of what the greatest threats your daughter's going to have. And so he's going to be the chaperone. That's chaperone number one. Number two is my friend Ann Keene. She's a financial genius. She literally knows finances better. She's going to make sure that the money is spent wise, and you don't get a huge American Express bill, and you're going to come back not broke, and she's going to be really suntan and happy. Or number three is my friend Kenny. Kenny's a former SEAL Team 6 guy. So you have a choice between an accountant, a PhD, or an operator. Who do you want there?
You want the warrior.
You wanted the warrior. And then everybody's like, well, so what does this have to do with the price of tea at China in a cybersecurity presentation? And I'd walk back up to the stage quietly and I said, at the end of the day, most of you are buying software technologies created by PhDs and accountants and not warriors. Thanks very much for your time. And that was it. That's the mindset. If you're going to get in the fifth domain of warfare, fight it like a domain of warfare. If not, please stop insulting the rest of us that have fought in domains 1, 2, and 3. That is a domain of warfare, because you need to fight it like one. You're talking about national economies collapsing. You're at $15 trillion, I read. $15 trillion. Lives are being destroyed. So don't send your cook to get in a knife fight when it's not necessary. Teach your systems to be Leonidas. Teach your systems to be Alexander the Great. Teach your systems to have the wisdom of Clausewitz or Sun Tzu. Deploy those. And it's multi-vector. And anytime you read history on military operations on urban terrain, look at some of the most brutal fights in history have been in cities. And that's because you get hit from under the ground, down above, from every window you can imagine. It's just like cybersecurity. Just follow a simple process of doing risk mitigation. Really manage your cyber defenses in engagement areas where you can optimize support in each one. That's it.